I seem to be live. Wow. Double karma. Hi. That's got to win a record for speed. I literally pressed that live button. Boo, there you were, as if by magic. I thought I'd pop on because I haven't been on in ages. As many of you will know, we had a bereavement in the family just recently, so just right before Christmas. So I've been doing what is a real cliche, which is keeping ever so busy. And you know what? It really helps. eBay has saved my sanity over these last few days. Hello, Lex. Good morning. And I kind of thought, I don't often do sales videos, but obviously I haven't got a haul to show you because tier 4 and all that shit. So I thought I'd probably show you just a few morsels of what's gone out, maybe some more interesting things. And I've actually got to do some posts today. Oh, hello, Bumblebee. Yeah. I'm not presenting at my best, but you know, what the hell. I'm very grateful and thankful for the support that I've had from everybody, and it's very unexpected and very lovely. And then I saw, hello Shelley, I saw you this morning saying you've got to show these pictures, so I will. I'll show you the pictures. So I thought otherwise I won't do it. Oh, I'm feeling the loves already. I should take a sniff because I haven't got it lit with my dragon's blood candle, because it's not lit at the moment, but oh God, that smell makes me feel so good. That's the dragon's blood one. It's utterly my favourite. Becky's favourite as well, but we both adore it. I mean, it contains no dragons, you know, don't get me wrong. No dragons were harmed in the making of that candle. But there you go. Right, I think I can show you. Well, I can show you the pictures themselves because I haven't packaged them up yet because I'm not feeling brave. It's called Dragon's Blood. It's actually like, it's kind of a red. I'm trying to think, is it a herb? A red? No, it's not a herb. It's some sort of a resin that we certainly wishes we use it a lot, and it smells incredible in a candle. You won't be able to see this very clearly. That's one of the pictures. These are. Did I say the what? Now, thankfully, they came with stuff on the back. It was properly framed. These were charity shop pickups, a couple of quid each. Franklin Chaplin Smith, born in 1926 in the Cotswolds. Blah 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 blah. This is an oil. I knew it wasn't. I mean, I am slowly learning, and I'm watching. Is it Dr. Lori? Lori? She's very good at telling you what's no dragons, telling you what's what with art and stuff. And I've always picked up things when I see something I like, or that to me looks like quality, or that I would happily have on my wall. So this is a scene of, where is it now? Does it say? Well, the West Country. This is clearly looks like somewhere like Cornwall or Devon coastline. And there were two pictures. There's another one which is a much calmer scene. It's a bit dusty actually. There we go. There's one there. There's not so much going on in it. There's a little bent tree. You'll see a lot of these down in the West Country. Trees bent double because they get so blown around. But, you know, they were charming. They were well framed. They were obviously original paintings. And they were signed by Chaplin Smith. Frederick Chaplin Smith. Now, in fact, the chap who's bought these off me, it's quite difficult to find really bad art, isn't it? Although we all subscribe to that Facebook group. With these, it's actually his godson who's bought them. So they're going back into the family, which is a delight. And not local to me either, so I've got to post them. That's today's challenge, to post these out. I printed the label, so I now just have to package them up. I've been watching how you do them sort of glass side down. You pack between quite carefully, and then around the edges and box them, and then more, you know, sort of the Nick Hill School of Packing. Or I should say Andrew Hill School of Packing. They were absolutely lovely. They did go. I had them on at, I think it was 189.99, and they went for 175. So there is money in art. Now, where am I going to put these so I don't knock them over? Let me put them over here and I'll be back. Oops. I got some more lovely Joshy bags yesterday as well. I buy my clear bags because I pack most things in clear bags. But these are slightly more environmentally sound. I do that because a lot of my stock is stored in the garage, And obviously in an outside environment like that, damp is an issue. So I probably wouldn't go so mad on the plastic if it was in my own home, but I haven't got room for all my stock here. Oh, hello, Rachel B. They are lovely, lovely paintings. I can probably screen share them if I'm clever. Let me have a look and see. Where have they gone now? Let me bring them up, and then I can screen share them a little bit more. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, another 1,000. Yeah, I try and bulk order. Share the screen is easiest with 2 monitors. Well, I haven't got that, but let's just try sharing the screen anyway and see what happens. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, if I get that out of the way, does that mean you'll see it? That probably isn't very good, is it? Okay, so that's a slightly epic fail there, but they're really cute. And as I say, they are signed, which you may or may not be able to see. I don't know what I've done there. That's a bit crap, isn't it? Okay, let me just cancel that because clearly that didn't work very well. Okay, right. So lovely, lovely things. Hotter shoes. I don't pick these up very often, but if I can get them at £2 a pair, I will. And these were a pair of Hotter Charleston black shoes. I can probably try and screen share again. Let me see what I'm doing wrong here. Here we go. Wonder if I do that and do that. Bear with. Oh dear, I'm sorry. My brain's a bit mush at the moment. So please understand. Let's go for all orders, and then I can find you the shoes. Man, I knew it wasn't really on it today, but I just wanted to say hi, to be fair. There they are. There they are. So when I can share the screen, bear with. Oh, good Lord. Let's try sharing the screen. Well, you've got a bit of me and a bit of the... If I move me out the way, you can see, there we are, the very ordinary, the kind of Mary Jane shoes with a little heel. As far as I can remember, I don't think they went for very much. Let me see, they went for £24.99. I think it's because they were 6.5 and they were quite wide. I think that's why we went for those. Or maybe it was application window I'm looking for. Okay, well, look, I'll see if I can improve that. You can't see it. Oh dear, that's probably me. Okay, so boring old Hotter shoes, but a good price. I probably paid a couple of quid for them. I know I paid £2 for these. This is a brand called Sebago. Let me go back. I'll try something else and see if they come up better. This probably wasn't the best day to be doing this. Here we go. Let me do that and see if it lets me share the screen. Share the screen. Share the Chrome tab. Let's see if that works. Sorry, I'm playing here, aren't I? No, it's not doing anything. Ah! There they are. They're oxblood. It's one of the reasons I was quite happy to pick them up. They've, yeah, well, there we go. £24.99. Again, I would have paid a couple of quid for those. How do I unshare? Oh, good Lord. Hang on, what have I done now? Okay, I'll stop there. It's going to make you all dizzy, isn't it? Yay. So there we go. Oh, man. You have good imaginations. Did it come through this time? Okay. Well, they're a bit more to see than the other things, aren't they? Let me go back a bit. It's because I've got 2 screens and I'm only on the laptop, so I have to keep moving things around or I can't see what's going on. So they were rather nice. Okay, let's try these. These are literally the last 2 days. I haven't sold anything today. But here we go. Let me try and share the screen again. These went for £19.99. Here we go. Hey, we're getting there. Yay. Hang on, here they come. How exciting are those? Fenwick Manson winter trousers. Clearly someone wanted limited. I use my witchy powers. My witchy powers and technology don't often mix, to be fair. Some of these things I've had a while. These I've certainly had a while. But I wouldn't have paid any more than £3 for them. Especially not if I put them up for £19.99. So yeah, not too unpleased with those. Back to me. I should be able to split the screen, shouldn't I? But you know what? Technology meet trousers. Oh dear. Hang on, let me come over and I see the chat. I'll get the hang of it. I will. I'll keep trying. Oh, here we go again. I've just maxed myself. Right. Yeah, back to previous page. This is very professional sales update you're getting off me. Where are we? Okay, we've done that. Oh, this was a nice one. Now, this is a good brand. And even with one hole, this brand Charlie, CHRLI, does all right. It would have been a hell of a lot better if it hadn't had one hole in it. I'd repaired it. Only had one hole in. I'd repaired. There we go. I can share that for you. It's rather nice. And it went for £22.99, even with a hole in. So it's a nice block print. That's the label there. That's the one that we want to see. A small size, but a good brand to look out for if you see it. So there we go. Oh, I'm not good company this morning, am I? I'm really sorry I haven't done the witching hour for anyone that follows it. I really didn't quite feel up to it. But Susie and my other Becky have stepped in and they've been marvellous. And I'm very, very grateful to them all. I'll go back on. I will go back on next week because why not, really? You know, things happen and one has to trundle on, really. Sudden shit happening isn't good, though. I have to say, sudden and unexpected. My dad was probably one of the fittest 80-year-olds you would ever have known. So it's a bit of a surprise, well, surprise shock, whatever the right word is. Very much so. I mean, if anything, my stepmom is in far worse health. So yeah, deeply unexpected. Right, where are we? Let me share. I could share this if I could tell you what I sold it for. You see what I mean? It's like professional. Nah. Right, this next thing's a Marks and Spencer ladies long merino blend black cardigan in a nice size, in a 20, with pockets, because we all love pockets. And here it comes. Dun, dun, dun. Wait for it. Don't hold your breath now. Hang on, here it comes. I'm so sorry. There it is. There, very unremarkable. But I went to my garage this morning. I had to pick out 4 jumpers. So it's jumper season, and I had to scrape the frost off my car, which I haven't had to do in a while. So there we go. There was that. I must admit, in spite of all of this, I've been having sales, for which I'm grateful. Keeps me busy. But it's rather old. Right, here we go. We've got one of these white stuff cardigans. A lot of people leave white stuff alone. If I get it for £1 or £2, which I would imagine I would have done with this one, then I don't mind if it sells for, I think it was something like £18.99, this one. Here we go. There we go. It's nothing remarkable, but there it is. Nice raspberry colour. There we go. Nice raspberry colour. Cardi. I like these little white stuff ones. This had a bit of alpaca in it. Not the world's best pictures. And it was only a size 10. But nonetheless, it was a good thing. And it went, there we are, £18.99 that went for. Don't mind if I do. Fabulous. So, there we go. Oh, hello, Joy. Oh, thank you. I have had many virtual hugs off people, and it's been a delight. All I can say is I wouldn't wish that time I had last week on anybody. Yeah. And a big shout out to Lainey, who I know isn't in this morning, but she's been in touch with me, which is really rather lovely. Bless her, she's been through horrors herself, and you know, yeah. Here we go. This was one that seemed to be selling for not a high price, and I thought it was fantastic. What did I sell it for? Oh God. Okay, I actually sold this for $23.99. Now this is a case of where you can up the price on things, because it seems to have sold for a low price previous, but there's nothing wrong with it. Red or Dead is it's a 90s label, I think. I'm not sure if it's around now, but it's not really happening, but it is kind of cool. Aztec, you know, Ulva style, big buttons, kind of nice. I think I grabbed this. I think this was a boot fair one, actually. I might have paid £1 or £2 for it. I thought it was rather cool. The 90s are coming back. It's only acrylic, but hey ho, it's all right, and it's a profit, so all well and good. Oh yeah, well, as if 2020 wasn't shit enough. That was kind of like, yeah, thank you. The final thing. Yeah, I kind of said, as one does, that, you know, obviously there's arrangements to be made and it's going to take a long time. But looks like I'm going to be the one doing the speech, if you like, or a eulogy. Wrong button. Yeah, that's kind of like, and I said so mainly because most of the other members of my family didn't feel up to it, so I kind of thought, well, somebody has to say something, and you know, you honour the person, don't you, when you say some words about them. This was pug ugly, this jumper, I have to say. It had repairs. My photography here is shocking. It's very difficult to photograph a sickly colour green, an icky colour green. So I'll share this one and show you just how things can get by with a bad picture. Pictures aren't everything, clearly. It didn't sell for a great deal. I think it was $13.99. It had a repair, but it's basically a cashmere jumper that had shrunk and had repairs. So if you declare them, horrible fingernail there, revolting fingernail, they will sell. So, you know, don't despair. I've lotted up bundles of jumpers that have had holes, especially if I'm scrapping around on the floor at a flea market or buying in bulk. You know, you're going to get stuff that you get it home and discover there's a hole in it. This jumper has a hole in it, but it's deliberate. It's meant to be like that. I decided to keep it because it's so big and cozy. It's actually a Blenton man's, but there wasn't much money in it, and I thought I'll keep it, but it's full of the most enormous holes. Very punk. So yeah. So if you're honest about stuff, people are perfectly happy. Perfectly happy. So that one's going off. Ooh, this is nice. I must dig this out, actually. It's only on the shelves behind me. Let me bring it up for you. It's a very nice tray. Bit of a bugger to pack, as these things often are. Screen sharing. Sorry, so many buttons to press. And share. Very 70s. It has irises on it. I was going to say gladiola, but they're not. They're iris, and it's kind of gold. It's that 70s, 80s, very Studio 54 kind of look. I'd probably pick this up for £1 somewhere, I would imagine. Boot fair fodder. It's like the Ciroc ones. It had that little bit of damage, as you can see. It was made in Japan, so it's that lacquer look. And it actually sold for, there we go. I'd had it for a while, and I did a across the board sale, so $15.29. That's why it had the odd figure on there, because I'd obviously slashed a bit of price off to get a shot of it. But I thought it was rather lovely. So I do like selling hard goods. I just tend to sell more clothes because they're easier to find and easier to do. Oh, I'm missing some comments here. Let me come across, because I've split my screen. Oh, thank you, Becca. New comments. So it says new comments now. I can't get to them. How very peculiar. Oh. Well, yes, my dad was a very quiet person, very insular, I suppose, and not always easy to work out what was going on. But he had a big heart, and he was very into fitness and walking. He used to literally walk into town from where he lived, which would have been probably a good 5-mile round trip. And he did that walk the morning he passed away, or the morning he went into hospital. Your jumper's got 4 holes. Deliberate ones, Lex? So, yeah, an incredibly fit guy. I know he was 80 and everyone says, oh, it's a good age. No, well, my grandfather lived till he was 97. So it was kind of completely expected that my father would do the same. But hey-ho. Life has ways of dealing with things that are unexpected. And I think if there's lessons to be learned from this, it is make the most of the time you have. Do not keep putting things off till tomorrow. I think that's a life lesson that's continually being shoved at me. But yeah, certainly was this time. And reiterated time and time again. There's no magic in that. It's purely common sense and something we lose sight of sometimes. Now, I did sell something to France, strangely, but of course they can't pay for it, so that's gone as an unpaid, so I didn't bother digging that out. I think they're supposed to be resolving all that so that we can send things to France, Spain and Italy, I believe. But hey-ho. Somebody also ordered won an item on an auction, which was a white striped t-shirt, and they discovered that there were huge amounts of money to be paid to get it to them and want to cancel. So that's another one gone the way of all winds. Fair enough. Can't blame them, to be honest. I mean, Oh, what's happened here? Oh, it's resumed now. Oh, well, hopefully they can pay then. Fantastic. Now, this was quite something. Let me show you. What did I sell it for? Oh, I'll show you what I sold it for in a minute. Screens. There we go. Share screen. Yes, things were slightly compounded by my stepsister having her husband having COVID as well. So it really has hit us. I didn't know anyone that had it. Oh, what am I doing? No. Sorry, I'm pressing wrong buttons. I'm trying to do too many things at once. Go away. Share screen. Chrome tab. Nuh-uh. Share. Yeah, so there's been all sorts of things going on, really. Share. There we go. I think you can see that. This was a quirky blouse, and as you can see, that's why I picked it up. It's got little Bambis all over it. Not a brand, nothing special, but lots of little Bambis. I've actually had this for a while. I think I was getting a bit fed up with it. Nice lace collar, fairly pedestrian, and it was $13.49. It went on offer again because it was one of those things I've had for a while, and we don't want to keep them forever, do we? So there we go. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Yeah, strange times. Very, very strange times. What else have I sold? Have I showed you things? Oh, now these were, I think I showed these on a very recent haul because I'd literally bagged them up, took them down to the garage this morning, and then they got bought. And the others have actually got a bid on them already. So these were those very odd, and I say that kindly, very odd culottes. They were corduroy, needle cord. Here we go. Gosh, how do people do this without losing their marbles in the process? Here we go. They're these very odd culottes. From the 70s, genuinely from the 70s, St. Michael ones. Midi, they're absolutely fantastic, but obviously they're quite a small size. Sort of thing I'd have probably worn back in the day. They say 12. No way. They would have fit a size 8, most likely. And they went for a winning bid of $21.99. And the green pair, I think, are going to go for very similar. Oh, hello, Nia. Nice to see you. Right, here we go. Stop. Right. So those are the last things for the last couple of days. We've got anything else really interesting to show you? Nice big chunky sales. Let's see if we can find any. Certainly not had a bad December, and the sales did continue, which normally they drop off a cliff. Let me see. Trying to think of something that's of interest. What's of interest? Well, something's scrolling through here. Oh, these are worth keeping an eye out for. What else will I show you? Bolos, why not? There we go. Let me share this. This went on bids for, hang on, what have I done? Here we go, share screen. This went on bids for $34.99, and for a second-hand jumper, I was quite delighted, really. It was a good size, being an 18, and here we go. It's a Jules jumper with a bunny on the front. Now, Jules do them with all sorts of animals on the front, but the bunny is rather popular. People likes the bunny. There we go. Oh, okay. I thought I had one with the. I have got one at the front. It was my main picture was of the bunny. So yeah, quite pleased with that. Had to have a slight bit of debobbling, but who doesn't these days? So that was quite nice. Worth keeping an eye out for. Yeah, Christmas Day. Christmas Day. I think I had one sale. Lex, yeah, just the one sale there. But you know, I mean, we have had some returns. I had some. I think I was telling people about a sale that went to Switzerland for a faux fur coat. I did finally get it back, and I think it had cost her an awful lot to post. And she had said it was an item not as described, but I just did a straight refund. And as far as I can tell, it only refunds the amount that I actually received, which would have been the £3.99 in postage to the GSP centre and the actual cost of the coat, which I think was about £40. So however much money she spent in Swiss francs or what have you, sending it to me back, I don't know what happens there. I haven't heard anything. I couldn't send her a label because I don't send labels to people overseas. I let them sort it out themselves. But I haven't heard anything. And also, she fibbed. It's not an item not as described. It is a 16. It's a 38 chest, not a 38 European size, because I tried it on. So she was trying it on. So she's cost herself a fair bit of money there. We'll wait and see if anything happens, though. I haven't heard anything or had ship feedback, or I'm hoping it all just dies a death, really. Still getting some international sales through, some to America, some to other countries, but let me see. Have I really got anything interesting here? I'm just scrolling back through. Oh, I did sell a nice vintage eiderdown. I think I might have told you. I might have showed you the eiderdown that I bought from a charity shop. I think I paid £7 for it. It went for 70. So I was very happy with that. It was an old-fashioned one. Let me get a picture up of it. People being people. Yeah, it was a lovely, lovely thing here. Let me show you. I think if you saw one of my hauls, you would have seen it. It was in the very last run up to Christmas. Obviously, all our church shops are shut and have been since then. There it is. It was a little piece of loveliness, all little flowers and gorgeousness. And that went to America. So cripes only knows what they paid in postage and import and God knows what else. And as you can see, it's shown on a king-size bed, so it's not a huge one. It would have sat on top of a single, most likely. I just put all the measurements in anyway and trust to that. So, yeah, that was a nice sale. Just before Christmas. Nice for Christmas. That's what Lex says, isn't it? Always makes me giggle. Anything else that's exciting? Yeah, that was a wow. I was half tempted to keep it, but you can't keep keeping things. No. Sold a fat face mountain outdoor fleece jacket coat. That went for £55. That seems to have stayed there. Sort of walking jackets. Gudrun Schoden. Yeah, that went a little bit before Christmas. Now, I'd had this for ages, and I kept thinking, should I reduce the price? Because, I'm asking a lot for it, but it was in fab condition. It's a great colour, and it actually went for quite a decent amount of money. So again, if I'd been that sort of a person who wears Gudrun Schoden, which I'm not, because it's all terribly straight up and down. If you get my drift, it's very straight up and down, and it just isn't my style. It just doesn't look right on me. I need things that have got a waist in them or something. But this would look fabulous on someone. Very pleased with that because it went for 70 quid. I held out. I like seeing how high I can go on things, especially when I know they're good, and that didn't come back either, so I'm pretty happy with that. So be on the lookout for them. Some of them have been worn to death, admittedly, and some designs are going to be easier to sell than others. But, you know, hang in there. That's all I can say. Hang in there. Yeah, and I finally, now I bought these and I was going to keep them. I bought these because I loved them. Let me share. I bought these at the reseller meetup. I think it was the last reseller meetup with Nick and Andrew in Hitchin. I paid £5 for them. I do remember that because I was over the moon. They said they were a big size and I thought they wouldn't fit me. They were quite tight on me. And I finally sold them. My new rock Milicia boots. They finally sold. Now again, I held out on these. I knew these were unworn. I knew they'd been sat in someone's car. There you go. Funny toes, metal heels, weigh a ton. Oh, I thought I'd put things the right around. There we go. No wear at all to the heels. Bloody fantastic. And they sold for £80.99, 80 quid. So there you go. No faults. Absolutely fantastic. And they haven't come back, and they've been gone a little while now. I would have sold those a little while ago. So very happy with that. Very happy with that. So there you go. Just shows sometimes if you can wait, and I'm at the point where I have a lot of stock, and you know, I can afford to sit on things for a little while. Sib K's in. Oh, hello. It's so nice to see you. It's just lovely to have you here. We haven't seen you in a while. You're finally out of prison. No, it's good to have you back, Sib. We do miss your fabulous sense of humour. Is Lagan look still a thing? Well, yes, it is still a thing. It's a bit like goth and emo and steampunk and boho. It's never going to go anywhere. There are always going to be people who love it or who wear it, particularly things that are very skimming, like that red dress that Gudrun showed, I think, because it kind of hides a multitude of sins. So if somebody just wants to cover lumps and bumps that they wish they hadn't got, it's a perfect post-Christmas dress, isn't it, really? Oh, Lainey let you out of the cupboard under the stairs. Well, I'm so glad, really, because no one wants to be in a cupboard. That cupboard must need a clean out by now. Oh, yeah, good to see you. Yes, a mean mistress. I'm sure Lainey's very strict. That's all we're saying. So there you go. That's my little hello before the year ends. Small update. Hello. I would love one. Tea. I'm being offered a cup of tea and I'm saying yes. Thank you. I'm saying hello to people because I've been out for a while, haven't I? That's my darling man. It's making me a cup of tea, which I much need. I need to go and tend to myself, wash my hair, put some face on, because no face going on currently, clearly. He's actually just getting my son, knocking on the door of my son's room because it's nearly midday and like any self-respecting 14-year-old, he's not up. Lagan look. Yeah, it's a good thing. Oh, hello, Dawn. Hiya. Gosh, it must be the middle of the night for you, Dawn. It's good to see you, but yeah, you might you forgot the safe word. Oh, Sib. Well, I'm so glad you're back. I'm so glad you're back. We're all wondering and worrying. You just got up, did you? Well, fair enough. I'd have stayed in bed myself, but I had, like I say, things to go and collect from the garage. See, all my stuff is all bagged and labelled, ready to roll. So I suppose I should crack on and bag it up, and posting those flipping pictures, which I'm delighted to have sold, but now I've got that lovely task of trusting my Hermes with something with glass in it. But in all fairness, I do package quite well, and I've not had a problem. I have not had a massive problem. I had a pair of mugs once where a handle came off one. I don't think they're any better or any worse than anyone else, to be fair. And all over the Christmas period, credit to them, I have not had a problem with stuff not arriving. There might be the occasional thing where someone says something hasn't arrived, or they've dropped it on a doorstep and sort of run away. But you know, you expect those sort of problems with whoever you're using. To be fair, they're actually pretty good. So yeah, always lovely to see you all. I'm going to crack on. I'm not doing much today. I'm pretty much taking today off once I've got my post out. And then I'll start again tomorrow, I suppose, as we all do. One day at a time, I think it's fair to say. Yeah, it's nice to see everybody, though. I think this evening, my plan is we're having a bit of a Skype meeting with our friends who we'd normally be seeing at this time of year. And I think I've got a beef Wellington to get out of the freezer and a chocolate log, strangely enough. So there will be feasting, and I will be raising a glass to friends and family, present and absent. There will be sparkles. There will be champagne, because it's here, and why the hell not? It honours those who have gone. So I will say tatty bye and fare thee well. I will probably see you in the new year. I might even get a haul sometime if my lovely ladies have anything for me. If not, might be listing some jewellery. So take care, you lot. I will see you soon, and thank you once again for all your lovely thoughts. They are so appreciated. I will see you soon. Here comes the awkward waving while I try to get out of here. Bye bye now.